Hi, Kevin Gallagher from Mental Performance Coaching, and this is part 3 of our video series designed to help you put more cash into your bank account. And today I want to talk about your debtors and creditors. And what I mean by that is, are you aware not only your debtor and creditor values, but also the timings? What is the average debtor days that you have? In other words, what day after payment was due are you actually receiving the money from your clients? How much that money is outstanding to you within, say, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days from when it was due to be in your account? Now, understanding this is really, really important for any business. And what I'm talking about is a concept that's known as the cash gap. And the key thing is, once you understand it, then you can start to do things to reduce it. And generally, what you're aiming to do is to actually reduce the average number. So let's say on average, clients are paying you on 21 days. Then you want to be taking action to bring that number down. So let's imagine in their business, they decided to have a goal of bringing that 21 days down to 16 days. And the reason you want to do this is because if you were to divide your turnover for a month by the number of days in that month, what you've got then is the total value that you would have in your bank account if you were to reduce those debtors by just 1 day. So in my example, the owner, if they managed to reduce the debtors down by 5 days, that would mean they would have 5 times that daily amount in their bank account. In some cases, this can be a really game-changing amount of money, because in a reasonably sized company, this can mean tens of thousands of pounds extra in working capital. So focus in on, how do I get my clients to pay me earlier? Are they actually sticking to their terms? And if not, why not? And then ask yourself, what can you do to get them back on terms? And the next bit is for you to learn the paying patterns of your clients, something which ideally you will have done before you started working with them. So when do their payment runs happen? Because often you get the excuse from the accounts department that they understand that you've got 7-day terms, but their accounts are paid once a month on the 25th of the month. Now, if you'd known that in advance, you could have aligned your expectations and your invoicing dates so that you weren't disappointed from the onset. And the conversation could have gone something like this. So it's 60 days from the date of invoice. So what I'll do is I'll invoice you 60 days in advance of us starting work. Then we're all fair, aren't we? Now, possibly won't like that, but stand firm and explain to them that's how it works. There is no automatic credit, because I'm not your bank. And if we're going to work to your terms, that's fine. It just means that work starts in 2 months' time. Now, that's how you could negotiate this. And remember, when you've voiced your counter proposal, stay silent, because the first person that speaks loses. Now, occasionally, the client might not shift and you might have to take the hit, but you won't know if you don't take this approach. Also, always invoice early and make sure you communicate clearly. Use live prompts and nudges. So, for instance, make sure the day before the invoice is due, give them a prompt. On the day it's due, make sure they're aware of it. Make sure on day one of it being late that you're on the phone, you're chasing it, you're signaling your intent, and this is how we work. And then keep that regular communication going to chase down that debt, because the squeaky wheel gets the oil. On the flip side of the coin, make sure you're thanking clients that are paying you on time or even early. So recognize that and reward it, because behavior that's recognized and rewarded often gets repeated. And also, if you don't recognize and reward, next month, who knows, they may delay payment. And finally, in terms of your creditor terms, I would suggest a business strategy that you always pay within the terms you've been given. But pay on the last day, not a day sooner, not a day later. Be consistent with that, unless, of course, there's a real benefit to you for paying early. So there's a few points regarding debtors and creditors, and I really hope that's been useful. It's getting your thinking going. I will post video 4 in the series tomorrow, so watch out for that. And in the meantime, give the ideas in this video a go, because you will thank me later. Now go out and have a cracking and really profitable day.